Our next contestant, Camila Debate.
I had a dream, he said. 5 years later, Martin was dead. Marching from Selma to Montgomery, look at what they've done to me. Abomination, genocide, things he hoped he'd never see. See, his spirit lives through me. Me and my bros, when we're wearing the new 4s, whipping the bins with the 24s. Don't say that's why we're poor. Remember, it was my heart that you tore. You see the blood drip as I walk through the door, or the aisle, or the stage. See, the only time we walk down the aisles is when we're facing our newest case. And we sag our pants, and we kill each other. Our own blood brothers and sisters. The bullet just missed her, and it was from you. Martin said nonviolence and peace, but I have to carry around a piece just for surviving these streets. Our complexion and our complexity, it almost got the best of me. Then I turned around and saw someone, and it was an angel next to me. In a mirror, I was lost and gone, I couldn't hear her. Every time I watch the news, I see it clearer. Emmett got lynched, Rodney got beat, Martin got shot, Malcolm got shot, Trayvon got hit, and yet did he drop? We can point fingers and look around, but we all know when the sun goes down, we get to hear our favorite sound. A gun, a scream, maybe some sirens in between, because they don't come anymore. Probably since we burned our block, ever since they shot Tyrone, or Freddie, or Michael. It's an everlasting cycle. We dropped out of school, we have no goals, but we have goons, cartoons that they imprint on our minds. So our complex complexion, our impression, has an untold message, but still do we listen to what they tell us? That one untaught lesson, the bed she never slept in, but it was made for her. Ever since they brought us here, we were considered poor. Not poor in mind, but finances, ambition, and second chances, young romances. But we weren't taught right. So she spread her legs one night. He said that he was rap tight, but that wasn't true. Now all of her problems are multiplied by 2. Is that what Martin marched for? Is that what Rosa screamed for? We say we're tired of losing this war. But who's the enemy? Them or us? We kill us more than them, and that's why we cannot trust. And why we cannot love. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. This was stated. We anticipated the death of things we held sacred. Maybe we should have waited. These efforts can't be wasted. For darkness is only overcome by light. All this strife and plight, we must continue this fight. But how can we? We have no leader, we have no direction. Please let everyone help us spread this message. For we are still limited by change, just chains of a different color. It comes in gold now, and that's why he's not home now. He's out there moving work so his mom will have to go down. He doesn't know his father, why do we even bother? And Corey said he needed the money, and that's why he shot her. And he didn't care, or maybe he didn't know. We're so used to going with the flow. And ignorance is bliss, a sweet seducing kiss. But in our world, it's eat or be ate. Get down or get laid, spray them or be sprayed. We took the blame for things we didn't do. Then we made points that we could improve. Did the consequences get any worse? What exactly do we have to lose? Nothing. Someone has to do something. We fear the first step, so we take what they give us. Drugs, lust, welfare, bus, minimum wage. At this day and age, you should have advanced, but we're still stuck in this trance. Don't hate me because I'm black. Pigment is nothing but a physical fact, not the character that is attacked. Martin said, don't stoop low enough to hate me, so why do they chase me? From Senegal to Florida, longing for euphoria, looking for the dividends of this formula. When they had me in shackles, bleeding profusely, I started to pray, but I use this term loosely. When I was brought here, my name wasn't Lucy, my name was Shaka. I tried to align my chakras, but instead we rather chop up and bag it. The things we need, we lack it. It seems to be so tragic. We need education, not magic. If I read a book, would you magic? They march for miles, frowns and smiles, Was it worth their while? Over bridges and through towns, yet do the generations fall down. You see the hands reach through the ground, and you know that most of them are brown. Harriet ran back for him, took the lost, got cracked for him. But all we do is whip the bricks, but not the ones our kids fit in. See, they were born innocent, a victim to what we created. They look in the mirror and see the reflection, and I swear that they hate it. All he wanted to say was, "Mama, I made it." That he was murdered in an alleyway. In fact, it happened last Saturday. We're worried about Freddie Mac and Sally Mae. But what about them shooting me? They asked me what I see in my community. I see dirty, dingy unsuccess in this eulogy. If Martin were here, I'd ask him, what am I to do? Then he answered back and said, look in the mirror. The change starts with you.
I'm just going to move on to the next person.